should a free-to-play player be removed for pay-to-win player? Of course, this is something that is a responsibility for every leader. So I cannot talk from the point of view of the over the leaders. I mean, what view the leaders are having, where they want to end up. Are they going to try to be one of the top dogs or something like this? But yeah, community freak out over this thing that, for example, top alliances maybe are removing some free-to-play players to bring other whales inside. And for me, it's strange. I mean, if you want to be top alliance, you need power. But I have to mention something. Free-to-play player who is doing work is way more valuable over the okay, let's say free-to-play players and whales. Well, let's say it like this because I don't want to use the word pay to win or something like this, since it's what this mean, pay to win, buying two bundles, one bundle, only monthly, only insignia, no one care. But yeah, this is a topic that is maybe from the time where the game start, and this is a topic that actually is in any game. In any game, if you have pay to win players who is putting real money that he maybe go to work and get this money from working hours and put it in the game, yeah, definitely they should have benefits. But this is not the point. The point is, are the free to play players should be removed from the for the whales. And I have to mention something, and I have to admit something. Most of the tier 5 players, most of the whales, because tier 5 most likely like big portion of the free to play players are going to be tier 5 players maybe after one more month, 2 months, 3 months. It didn't actually matter. It strongly depends on what kind of alliance you are. Do you get a lot of gold chest, and this chest that also bring some VIP points. And currently, for example, I have so many VIP points right now, and all these VIP points is just for opening the VIP 15, where you can get the juicy 24-hour speed ups. 24-hour speed ups are game changer. But my point is, if the free to play player are active and the only measure for the activity is actually merits. Now, if you end up in the gathering season where you have like right now it's going to be 50 days, but let's say from these 50 days, like 7 days are fights, pure fights, or let's say 10 days, just for easy calculation. In the rest of these 10 days, people, the rest 40 days, people are just farming merits. I mean, the moment the merits are presented, because I don't think the merits actually start at the beginning of the season. There is some point where you can actually get merits from the PvP. So why I think the merits is actually the only thing that should matter to the leaders. Again, every leader are different. Some leaders are looking for power. Some leaders are looking for top places. But if, for example, specific free-to-play players, especially on this stage, where most of the free-to-play players are close to open tier 5, basically, again, 1, 2 months, maybe 3 months, depending, of course, of your activity. But we're talking here for the active free-to-play players, because I see players with 20 million power. Bruh, some free-to-play player farms are 20 million power, you know? So, but anyway, I think based on the merits should be, this is my personal opinion. I'm not leader, I'm not even rank 4. But if I have to decide, should somebody remove it, free-to-play player for the whale, this is the only way that I'm going to calculate these things. Of course, the only benefit the whale is going to receive is basically his power. If you have two people knocking on your door, and one is like 40 million power, the other one is like 80 million power, most likely you're going to get the 80 million power. This is the only advantage I think the whales should have. They have the power, so they enter in the alliance with expectations. I mean, leaders should have expectation for these strong players that have a lot of power. Since let's be honest, tier 5 at the moment so far, because again, as I said, at some point most of the free to play players are going to hit tier 5. We're like 1 year and couple months in Call of Dragons, so yeah, tier 5 is not going to be the issue. But yeah, after you open tier 5 there is a training, but at least you're going to save up your speed ups to retrain like 2 legions from tier 4 to tier 5. And boy, retraining tier 4 to tier 5 costs like 12 hours. If you want to rebuild your legions to be like 2 legions with 300k inside, it's going to cost you a lot of speed ups. But yeah, I think the only thing that can actually measure is the merits. And even if there is a farming season where there is not a lot of fights, still more merits mean that this person is going to receive more rewards from the merit shop, since you know the merit shop can actually give you speed ups, pet spells, regenerational potion, CP potions, and whatever. There's a lot of rewards in the merit shop that is very valuable. And if the person spend the time, that means he's looking for develop his castle. But in the same time, if you have a whale that don't have any merits just because he's not looking, because he can buy the chest. Let's be honest, he can go and just buy one chest with some resources inside, and the free-to-play player have to farm these resources either with gathering heroes or just from the merit shop, since at some point when you buy CP points, when you buy regenerational potion, gold keys, or whatever is presented, and you still have merits, most likely you're going to buy also the resources. I think resources is going to be the last thing people should actually buy from this, from the merit shop, since even useless pet skills, you can sell these pet skills and still get a currency that you can buy better pet skills cards in future. I mean, it's slowly building. Whether the resources, 150k woods, for example, you can farm it for 20 minutes with, I don't know, with pan or indies. It didn't actually matter. So I think the only way, my personal opinion, one player, because here for me there is no separation, free to play player or whales or pay to win player, is the activity. And this is something that every alliance should actually look for. Activity. Again, if you have active free to play player and on your door are knocking like 80 million power, well, I think it's better idea to keep your very active free to play player and not actually getting the well, since this well you can go and check it out his skills, but in the same time he's having tier 5, and most likely with this tier 5 the exchanges with the tier 4 are crazy. I mean, by crazy I mean, with my Lilian Velen I was making around 20k merits as a tier 4, and most of the times I fight very hard tier 5 alliances. So far this is, I don't know, my destiny in Call of Dragons. But with my tier 5 I make like 100k. This is like 5 times more merits just from the single legion. And yeah, maybe this is my point, that the kills is going to be always higher level. Also there is a merits farm, there is people jumping in the mines and putting like 5 legions around this mine, and the person go and hit them with the infantry, and the mage inside the mine start, Lilia and Velin for example, start hitting this infantry and also do splash to the other legions. Like this you're going to get way less troops healed and huge amount of units killed. So I'm not so sure that this is a great metric. Check it out, the units killing in general, because again, it's not like Garwood Madeline. I mean, this type of fights where you get one-on-one, people are getting very, how to say it, people are getting smart, and they even want to farm more. Just maybe to show you the trick is, for example, somebody is in this mine, somebody is putting all this the other guy in the other lands that is going to give you merits, put peoples there are start putting their heroes here, and look, and you have like maybe 20 people here, and just one infantry from the person who is going to give you merits just hit your mine that inside is Lilia and Velen, and go back, and like this he's going to do splash and do huge amount of damage and units kill. But yeah, I think the activity should be should be measured by the merits. I think this is maybe the only mechanic that currently the game have to actually separate active person from not that active, since it's way more different to see tier 4 player with 40 million with 6 million merits, and like 80 something million tier 5 player with 6 million merits. I think the difference is big there. So yeah, just wanted to give my 2 cents over the topic, should a free-to-play player get replaced by the whale. I think the only thing that can actually matter is the merits, and this is the way you can actually check it out, the activity of this person. Of course, the next season the person may become inactive, but so far, who is having many merits, but so far at this point, this person just proved that he's active over some other person. And yeah, I guess this will be for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. See you in the next one.